Hi everyone. In this video, we are dealing with the distinguished test for the functional group amines. Okay, so in the first part, we discussed about the distinguishing test of which one? Aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. Around 5 tests we discussed there. In this amines chapter, this is the smallest and easiest chapter in organic chemistry. We can study what are the distinguished tests for amines. Let's go to the first one. We have a very familiar test called Hinsberg Test. Hinsberg Test. Dear all, in order to carry out Hinsberg Test, we need a reagent, right? That is called Hinsberg reagent. Hinsberg reagent. What you mean by Hinsberg reagent, or what is chemically Hinsberg reagent? That is called benzene sulfonyl chloride. Benzene sulfonyl chloride is called what? Hinsberg reagent. Let me draw the shape of the molecule, okay? And before that, let me tell you which all compounds can give this test. What is the purpose of Hinsberg test? Dear all, Hinsberg test is used for the distinguish for primary, secondary and tertiary amines, because they are reacting in different way with a Hinsberg reagent. So Hinsberg, first of all, study what is Hinsberg reagent. Means Hinsberg test, what is the reagent you are using. Second, what is the purpose of Hinsberg reagent test? That is you distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary amines. So let me bring this Hinsberg reagent. All of you, this is the way how to draw Hinsberg reagent. Benzene, all right, sulfonyl, okay, chloride. This is called benzene sulfonyl chloride or our Hinsberg reagent. Let me bring 3 compounds, okay? 3 compounds, 3 benzene sulfonyl chloride. Let me take it. Yes, benzene sulfonyl chloride is ready. Now, dear all, why we took 3 benzene sulfonyl chloride here? Because we need to react with the primary, secondary and tertiary amine. What is a primary amine? RNH2. Let me just write like this, okay? RNH2. Next one, what is the secondary amine? RNHR. Then what is the tertiary amine? RNRR. Right, these are the tertiary, secondary and primary amines. So our primary amine is ready, secondary amine is ready, tertiary amine is ready. Let me react with our Hinsberg reagent. This very simple reactions to understand here, all of you. You can see that why purposefully we draw like this. Yes, you can see there is a hydrogen from this amine and there is a chlorine from this Hinsberg reagent. It's removing as what? HCl. Please club them, dear all. What you have? RNH, right? RNH, then S double bond O, and we have a benzene ring, phenyl ring. Yes, RNH, S double bond O, benzene ring. This is called N-alkyl because it's having alkyl group, right? N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. N-alkyl because nitrogen having an alkyl group. N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. What is the reaction happen in this second case, all of you? Same reaction. This hydrogen and Cl eliminated as HCl. Let me just club them. R, N, R is double bond O, and we have the phenyl ring. What is the name you can suggest for this compound here all? This nitrogen having 2 alkyl group, right? This is called N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. Benzene sulfonamide. Dear all, N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. What about tertiary amine? Will they react with the Hinsberg reagent or not? No, right? Because in tertiary amine, there is no hydrogen. There is no hydrogen to react with the chlorine. So, generally, we can say that there is no reaction. No reaction with the tertiary. So, tertiary case is fine. Because tertiary won't react. If you have 3 test tube, 1, 2, 3, one is primary, secondary, tertiary, respectively. When you add this Hinsberg reagent, tertiary won't react. So, easy to understand. Easy to identify. Yes or no? So, tertiary, there is no issue. Then, what about primary and secondary? Because both are reacting. How can we identify them? Simple, dear all. In this second case, in the first case, you can able to understand the product, which means the primary amine reacted product having one hydrogen on this nitrogen, right? Dear all of you, this hydrogen is acidic in nature. So overall the compound is acidic. If it is acidic in nature, this precipitate is soluble in alkali. What is that? This compound is soluble in alkali, which means base. What is the point, all of you? Primary amine reacted product having a hydrogen on nitrogen. That hydrogen is acidic in nature because this is a withdrawing group. It will increase acidity. You can give this H as H plus ion. This hydrogen is acidic. So overall the compound is acidic in nature. If it is acidic in nature, they can soluble in alkali. Such a kind of hydrogen can you observe in the secondary amine reacted product? No, right? Because of that, there is an alkyl group. So there is no acidic hydrogen. So this compound is not acidic. Therefore, they are insoluble in alkali. Therefore, they are insoluble in alkali. So what is the observation, all of you? What is the observation, all of you? Primary amine, when react with a Hinsberg reagent, you will get a precipitate which is soluble in alkali. Whereas secondary amine also react, but it is insoluble in alkali. Tertiary amine, no reaction. So what is the purpose of Hinsberg reagent? To distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Clear, all of you? Next one. Carbylamine test. Carbylamine, very important test here all. Carbylamine test is given by, all of you please note that, carbylamine test is given by, that is primary aliphatic and primary aromatic amines. Carbylamine test is given by primary aliphatic and primary aromatic amines. Okay, primary aliphatic and primary aromatic amine. What is the test? Or what is the reaction? Let's see. Simple reaction. Let me take one of the amine, for example, RNH2. You know, RNH2 means aliphatic primary amine. Let me take one aromatic primary amine, that is nothing but aniline. Aniline on aromatic ring benzene. So this is aliphatic primary amine. This is aromatic primary amine. Let me react. Okay. In carbylamine test, we are using the reagent CHCl3. What is CHCl3? Chloroform, right? Chloroform in presence of a base KOH. Then heat it. What is the reagent? Take your amine and chloroform CHCl3. All right, CHCl3 and along with the potassium hydroxide as a base, and then heat it. What is that happen? What is that? It's a very poisonous one because chloroform on heating, it's very dangerous one actually. So this primary amine, dear all, the amine group converted to RNC. Which functional group is called NC? Isocyanide. Isocyanide or isonitrile. Yes. So during carbylamine reaction, your amine is converted to what? Isocyanide. Okay, isocyanide. Along with what are the byproducts? Potassium combined with the chlorine, you will get KCl. Along with which one? Water. Here what we can observe, this NH2 group converted to NC, isocyanide, NC. Byproducts are same, dear all. Which one? KCl and water. And what is the observation? Hinsberg test also we saw some observations, right? What is the chemical or the chemical reaction we already discussed? What is the observation going to happen there? You are getting isocyanide, right? Isocyanide having very foul smell, very bad smell. So if you're getting such a bad smell or foul smell, then you can confirm that your compound is a primary aliphatic or primary aromatic amine. Once again, all of you, what is carbylamine test? Once again, carbylamine test is also known as, dear all, isocyanide test, because the product is isocyanide. Carbylamine test is also called what? Isocyanide test. Dear all, carbylamine test is only given by primary aliphatic and primary aromatic amine. This is the test. Heat with the chloroform and KOH, you will get isocyanide with a foul smell. Now we can go for the last reaction, that is called nitrous acid test. What is actually nitrous acid? Nitrous acid means HNO2. You know, nitric acid is HNO3, nitrous acid is HNO2. Note the point, all of you. This test is given by, or this test is, let me tell you detail about the reaction because we can't say directly about the distinguishing test. See, let me take the first reaction with a primary or a aliphatic amine. Okay, let me take one aliphatic amine. Aliphatic amine. Second, I am taking an aromatic amine. Aromatic amine. See, In aliphatic amine, for example, let me consider CH3NH2, methylamine. Aromatic amine, for example, let me take it, which one? Aniline. Okay, aniline. Remember all of you, nitrous acid test or HNO2 test we are using to distinguish between an aliphatic amine from an aromatic amine. What is the test, dear all? You may study a reaction called diazotization, right? What do you mean by diazotization? Diazotization means treating the compound with NaNO2 and HCl at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Correct? What is NaNO2 is called sodium nitrite with HCl. Actually, dear all, this NaNO2 and HCl react together. What you will get? NaCl and HNO2, right? Yes, HNO2 is there. So, sometimes if you want, you can write on the arrow simply HNO2, or we can write NaNO2 and HCl at 0 to 5 degree. So, here also I am using this compound NaNO2 and HCl at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Either you can write HNO2 on the arrow. Okay. When you treated this amine with this reaction, you will get CH3, the NH2 group converted to N2 plus Cl minus. Diazonium chloride. You will get salt. Same here, the NH2 group converted to N2 plus Cl minus, benzene diazonium chloride. You know, this reaction is called diazotization reaction. Conversion of an amine into its diazonium salt is Aza indicate nitrogen, okay. Conversion of a amine into diazonium salt is called what? Diazotization reaction. Okay, diazotization done. That is the reaction with HNO2 completed. Now, dear all, this aliphatic diazonium salt is unstable, whereas aromatic diazonium salt is stable. What is the reason behind that, dear all? What is the reason behind that? Here unstable, this is stable. Why this is stable? Why this aromatic diazonium salt is stable? Because this nitrogen, see on benzene ring, right? It can undergo resonance stabilization. So due to resonance, aromatic diazonium salt is stable, whereas aliphatic resonance is not possible, unstable. If it is stable, it won't react faster, right? If it is unstable, they are ready to undergo reaction. So immediately they react with the water in the medium, dear all. Aliphatic diazonium salt is unstable, so immediately they react with the water and it will give you alcohol first. Why alcohol? Because H2O, what are the ions present? What is ions in H2O? H plus and OH minus. This H plus combined with the Cl, you will get HCl. This nitrogen gas evolve N2. What is left in the system? CH3 and then this OH. You will get alcohol. But what about this aromatic? It also can give alcohol, but only when it is warm, when it is heated the system, because it is stable. So this is the conclusion, dear all. Nitrous acid test, HNO2 test we are using to distinguish between aliphatic amines from aromatic amine. Aliphatic amine and aromatic amine, both of them can react with the diazonium, this NaNO2 and HCl. It will give you the salt. But the aliphatic compound, the product is unstable, so immediately it will give you alcohol. Whereas aromatic diazonium salt won't give alcohol immediately by reacting with water. Clear? This is the observation. Now we can go for the questions as per the theory. So what are the three distinguished tests we studied in this chapter? One is which one? The Hinsberg test. What is Hinsberg test? To distinguish between primary, secondary, tertiary amines. Second, Carbylamine test. Carbylamine test is given by only primary aliphatic and primary aromatic amine, whereas the third one is called what? The nitrous acid test to distinguish between aliphatic and aromatic amines. Let's go for the question number 1. Give one chemical test to distinguish between the following pair. Anyone. Methylamine. What is methylamine? CH3NH2. Methylamine. What do you mean by dimethylamine? CH3NHCH3. Dear all of you, see that this is a primary amine. You know, primary amine contain NH2 group, right? This is a primary amine. This is a secondary amine. See, primary, secondary amine can be distinguished through which test? Hinsberg test. Even you can use Carbylamine test also. Yes, we can use Carbylamine test. because carbylamine test is only given by primary amines, not by secondary amine. Let's go to the second question. Ethylamine. What is ethylamine? CH3, CH2, NH2. Ethylamine and aniline. What is aniline? Benzene with NH2. Dear all of you, both are primary amine. Yes, because it is having NH2 group. This is aliphatic primary amine. This is aromatic primary amine. Just the last distinguishing test. What was that? Nitrous acid test, right? Nitrous acid test. Dear all, what was the observation? Nitrous acid, when you react with the aliphatic amine, it will give you the salt. It is unstable. It will give alcohol immediately. Whereas aromatic amine, it is stable. It won't give alcohol immediately. Yes or no? So aliphatic and aromatic amine, you can distinguish through which one? Nitrous acid test. Clear all? Next. Aniline and benzylamine. What do you mean by aniline? Benzene with NH2. Aniline. Benzylamine. What is benzylamine, dear all? Benzene with CH2. This is called benzyl with amine. All of you, what is the speciality between them? This is a primary aromatic amine because the nitrogen is directly on the aromatic ring like benzene. Whereas here it is not aromatic. You don't think benzene contain all compounds are aromatic, okay? Here nitrogen not on benzene ring, it is on an alkyl chain. This is aliphatic. This is what? Aliphatic type. Tell me, dear all, aromatic and aliphatic amine can be distinguished through which test? Nitrous acid test. Yes, nitrous acid test can be used. He will give alcohol, he can't. Next one, aniline. What is aniline? Once again, benzene with the NH2. What is N-dimethyl aniline? Aniline is this one. N-dimethyl, because nitrogen having 2 methyl group. This is the compound we have. Yes, dear all. NH2 group contain amines are called what? Primary amine. It's a primary aromatic amine because nitrogen on benzene ring. This is also aromatic because nitrogen on benzene ring. But it is what? Tertiary, right? Because the nitrogen only there or nitrogen connected to 3 carbon. This is a primary amine. This is a tertiary amine. How can you distinguish primary and tertiary? We can use carbylamine test, right? Carbylamine test is given by which one? Only primary amines, not by tertiary amine. Clear all of you? So there are 3 important tests in amine chapter: Hinsberg test, carbylamine test and nitrous acid test. Hope you clear how to identify and where to apply the distinguishing test. Clear all of you? So let's meet in the next video regarding the chapter phenols. What are the alcohols and phenols? What are the distinguishing tests possible? See you all. Thank you.
Brilliant Qatar, your trusted coaching partner for IIT, JEE, NEET, Science and Commerce tuitions with 10 years of excellence in quality training. Brilliant Qatar.